Robbie Williams Rewind.
To me, my sort of, however, teenage self, it came out of the blue.
Yeah.
But actually, it probably didn't come out of the blue at all and probably been on the cards for a long time.
True.
But it was a shock.
Yeah, it was.
Any favourite parts of that song?
She had a curry stain that was down her cardi, but her teeth were clean, so I said smartly.
I love that line so much. You thought you'd leave me falling forever. Karma killer.
Wow.
It's so
Pretty
angry, isn't it?
Such venom and hatred.
Yeah.
He said to Sky One, "I'm really scared that it's now me on top of the bill. It's sacrilege that the Happy Mondays are on before me. I didn't mean to get this big. I was only joking." Yeah, right.
Bless him.
Compassion, inclusion, forgiveness made progress. But bare-assed up that tree goes too far. Just kidding. You know I love it. Join me, American Paul, with hosts Matt and Lucy Champion for the Sing When You're Winning episode of Robbie Williams Rewind. Here's my physical album, To Paul, Love Olivia. To Paul, Love Pet Shop Boys. Here's my Sing When You're Winning album. And here's my Sharpie. Enjoy part 2 of the Sing When You're Winning episode of Robbie Williams Rewind.
Oh, I have to hear the piano there. I have to hear the guitar there. I have to hear Rob saying that word there. And I can't just hear it. I have to stop what I'm doing and really hear it.
Right.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
So good.
On every tour, I always bring my Grandad Joe's lucky cap with me.
Yeah.
And it's a tartan cap.
Yes.
So on the swing tour, you know, I was doing my usual, dancing away with my cap on, and he was like, asked for the hat. He like signed for me to throw him the hat. So I took my hat off, I threw the cap up at him, and then he wore it for a song.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was like, that's my Grandad Joe's cap. Anyway, so it was there and whatever, it was tiled over. And then years later, my mom was getting decorating done again, and the guy who's doing it for her came running down to her in the kitchen and said, "Come and look at this. There's something written on the wall. We don't know how long that's been there for." And she was reading it, and then it kind of came back to her. I'm sure she thinks I'm nuts. I probably am.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Being short and having lots of people in front of me, I didn't have the best view. So I don't know if Matt remembers this, but he actually made me a step.
Out of rubbish.
Out of a rubbish bag.
I do remember that. This happened at more than one gig. Aren't I nice?
That's brilliant.
A step out of rubbish. I mean, how romantic does it get?
So I watched Nebworth stood on a pile of rubbish.
It was the got your tits done and moved out the very next day.
Oh, I love that line.
It's a clever piece of storytelling, and then suddenly there's a line like that.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
The way he sings it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, Perez Hilton, welcome to the Robbie Williams Rewind podcast. Thank you for joining us.
I'm very happy to be here. As soon as I heard Robbie, I loved it. I'm like, I love music, and he makes great music.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. He's a people pleaser, and I think that's why people keep going to see him, because I need to go to Vegas again. I mean, I'm so tempted to go to the UK. And
he says about monsters in Please as
Yeah,
well,
he
about
does.
the monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
He's going through a bit of a phase about monsters.
Yes. I mean, the other thing I would say is he can't live in his basement because he never had that basement dug by hand in his London house. So there isn't a basement to live in. It may be an attic. Fans will get that reference.
I'm going to dig a big hole. I'm going to fill it with shit that I don't need. So Stephen Duffy lists about 5 guitars or something for this song. And then it says wine glass.
Brilliant. Love it.
Because you can play notes on
Well,
a
I wondered
wine
if
glass,
it was
can't
like
you?
when they touched the rim, made that
Yeah,
kind of
and
funny
you go,
sound.
put your finger, go. Yeah, I think that is what it is.
It was such a great time for me that I didn't even notice anybody else.
Oh, you weren't paying attention to anything else. Fair
yeah,
enough.
of course. It was such a big experience for me. I was quite young at the time. I was 22, so I had to focus. Right. It was this amazing thing. It was like a World Cup final for me. Let's call it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the tongue twisters. I'm going to see if I can do them.
Oh, let's hear it. Come on then.
Okay. I think with my ding-a-ling-a-ling, can't sing, can't speak, ting-tongs, tong-ting, I'm popping. Wing-chang with the ching-ching, ting-tongs, tong-ting. Two for the two, ting-tong, ting-two, staunting, twos-two, luking, fruits, fruiting, sleuths, sleuthing. I'll never make a rapper.
Lucy, that's brilliant.
Very
I mean, the
good.
thing is, you sound so eloquent, whereas Robbie's Stoke accent sounds a little bit different.
A bit better.
And it's dickhead.
Yes.
Dickhead.
Shout out to my mate Kuba, who is a massive fan of the song and was with me, and he would be like, "Can we play the last song of the album?" And we used to sit in the car when he came over the weekend and blast it in the car on the CD player. We'd just loop it and just shout "dickhead" all the time.
Oh, and he'd give me an hug. He's like, "How you doing?" Then we spoke about the Everton Entertainment Show, and he was asking about my favourite songs from the artist. Then speaking about the Troxy, and he was like, "What? Which one was the Troxy?" I was like, that lifetime achievement thing you got, yeah. Which kind of sees what kind of headspace he's in at times.
And there was a little interesting fact that Robbie gave about the location. So one of the locations, they were at Chatsworth in California, which he said was the home of the porn industry.
Oh.
And Rob seemed to take great delight in telling that fact to Gaz Barlow.
I entered a competition for the Daily Record newspaper, and so I texted it, but I didn't just text once. I text 50 times. Wow. 50 times.
Oh. 50?
50
oh my God.
times, yes. I text 50.
Did you have to pay for each one?
Yes. £2.50 I go, £2.50 I text. But it was worth every penny.
Of course, because you won.
Just the chorus. And this guy says, "I'll go first," next to me, and I was like, "All right, calm down." So, yeah. He pulls out this little his phone, and it had a little piano on it. And he, ding 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 ding, me 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 me, and I went, "Fuck. What am I going to do?"
My wife appeared at the door, looking in quite an agitated state.
Crying.
So I made my excuses and left. And she said, "Oh, we've won. What?
The lottery?
No, no. We got outside in the street, and vividly to this day, she said to me, "I know just how those people who win the lottery feel like now."
Well, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That's how I felt.
I said I'd just had a little run with I'd had Spaceman as a hit for Babylon Zoo, and I'd had 4 top 10s with Baby Bird, including You're Gorgeous. And Guy came to me and said, "Oh, I've been asked to write with this Robbie Williams book. Do you fancy, helping me out with it? Share the production." I couldn't believe it, really. I mean, I do know that, you see, Angels, I noticed that I never got tired of, whenever we were working on it, whenever I was mixing it, I never, ever got tired of it. It just seemed to get better and better.
So She's the One comes on, and he starts off, and I think any minute now he's going to say Sarah, he's going to say Sarah.
And he came our way.
And he came out and he looked and he sort of clocked us.
It was coming.
It's coming. It's coming. The classic. Alan! I just...
Gary, one of you get Stokey. And I was like, oh! So, as you do at concerts, you'd usually pulled over the barrier. So I'm like ready to hoik over the barrier.
Yeah.
And he's like,
did they not
just go that way?
Well, because it was so small.
Yeah. So I walked
you halfway over.
Yeah.
I guess what happened was that Rob was asked to do the end titles for Bridget Jones' Diary.
Yeah.
And it was a really, he was very thrilled about the whole experience of doing a swing track with a big band. And then I got a call pretty much out of the blue saying he wants to do a whole album of that. Can you come into the office for a meeting? So,
but for some reason they showed the Knebworth show over and over, and that was back when you had to record it with your, VHS tape.
Yeah.
And I was entranced. It was like, that's that guy. Oh my gosh. So
actually, the most and best moment was on Hyde Park when he was singing "He's the One" instead of "She's the One."
Yeah, that was cool.
I start to cry when I'm seeing this. I don't know why it's so emotional.
Yeah, he dedicated the song to you, didn't he?
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Me up, chose me from the audience, and said, it's for you.
You might know them as Soul Mechanic or Central Midfield. They're credited with co-writing nearly 40 songs between them in Robbie's back catalogue, including Rock DJ, Rude Box, Soul Transmission, Soda Pop, and Rudolph. We are, of course, talking about the brothers Kelvin Andrews, Rich Scott, and Danny Spencer, otherwise known as Danny Mechanic.
You were DJing that night. Was I? You were the warm-up act. And Danny was just a member of the audience. Danny came up for moral support because I think it was about the third gig or the second gig. And Rob turned up at that gig and came up to Danny, so if he remembers this, and said, I've got all your records, I've followed your career. And he just joined Take That at that point.
Right.
I do remember that now, actually. That's weird. Yeah,
and that's how it started. So
the police came, and they went, passports. Right. So I was like, I haven't got mine.
Mine was in my hands.
So Kelly goes, here you are. And
no, I didn't. It was in my hands.
So they took Kelly's name. She was arrested almost.
Oh my God.
Passports. I'm like, I have no passport.
Because my chair was out.
No passport. So Kelly got arrested in Wrocław.
You can't put your chair out.
Yeah,
of course.
He wore it. I wanted it back.
Yeah.
So the show carried on, and then sort of he was on stage then with Take That and everything. And all the way through the show, there was like a bit of banter going on. Because I was like, where's my flag? And he was like, I don't know. And it was like, well, I want it back. And he was like, oh, you bloody nuts and stupid thing, all the way through, so that was like really nice.
Well, and combined with a trip to Australia as well, that must have been quite something.
Yeah, because that was on his bucket list and I've always said, no, we can't do Australia. Oh, Robbie's going. Do you want to do Australia?
Suddenly everything's possible with Robbie.
Yeah, along with Vegas. No, we can never go to Vegas. Oh, would you like to go to Vegas twice in 2 months?
Robbie Williams Rewind.